There's only one person in the chat right now. I know I'm late. I'm about 25 minutes late. I'm gonna wait until more people are in the chat. I know it's a Sunday, but I'm such a night owl, and this was the perfect timing for me. But I got back in the house a little bit later than I thought, and I had to set up. But I'm gonna wait until more people come in the chat. Before I start talking, it's gonna be a Q&A. Again, $5 for questions. If you already donated to me for the funeral, you don't have to pay for your question. Okay. I remember who donated for the funeral. So if you have a question about chosen ones, narcissism, $5 for the question. And if you already donated for the funeral, you don't have to pay for the question. I'm just gonna wait until more people come in the chat. Click like when you come in the chat for me, guys. Many are called, but few are chosen. That's the topic. And I also want to talk about how when people meet the chosen ones, they think that we're fake. They think we're fake AF, okay? This is why people don't like chosen ones, because they think the chosen ones are fake. I'm just gonna wait until some more people come in the chat. I know most people are probably getting ready for work tomorrow, but I don't work that 9 to 5 life, so I'm sure there's some people who are up right now. I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes for more people to come in, because there's like nobody talking in the chat. When you come in, click like for me. It is a Q&A. $5 for questions, but if you donated for the funeral, you don't have to pay for your question. I want to say thank you to everybody that donated for me to get to that funeral the other day. It was just a couple of you guys, and I had to like cut it off because I didn't think I didn't go to sleep, because I think if I went to sleep, I would have had like $1,000 in donations, because people were really donating, and that was such a huge blessing. I got to my friend's mom's funeral the other day, Friday. Okay. I'm just waiting for more people to join the chat and start talking in the chat. So I'm doing $5 questions. You can ask question on chosen ones, narcissism, but the topic tonight is really based on how many people are called to be a chosen one, but few actually follow through with the position. Many people who are called to be a chosen one choose to leave. They don't, they're like, no, God, I'm not doing this, okay? Where is this thing at? I'm really trying to see if at least 10 people get in the chat and I'll start talking. Y'all can say hello in the chat in the if y'all want to, so I can see who's here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pin this. So I pinned it to the for the Q&A. So you have a question, it's $5. You can send it to my Cash App. my Zelle, my PayPal. You could put it on the chat, but YouTube takes 30%. So 30% of your money will be taken from YouTube. If you donated for the funeral on for Friday, you don't have to pay for your question. But yeah, I'm gonna just start talking. So make sure you go watch my video where I talked about what happened on Friday when I got to my friend's mother's funeral and how I met his girlfriend and she ended up being a narcissist. I found that very interesting. My friend always, I'm drinking a little wine here. How my friend always seems to attract narc women and a lot of, I think he's a chosen one. I would say he is a chosen one. Definitely he is an empath as well. So chosen ones, you gotta be very careful. Hey. Oh God, I'm glad you caught me. I'm glad you caught me. I think you donated for Friday, right? At Essence, I think you did. Thank you so much. But yeah, chosen ones, you gotta be very, very careful with these people who are narcs, who are energy vampires. We tend to attract those individuals. So this is still a Q&A, $5 for a question, especially if it's off topic. But if you donated for the funeral, you do not have to pay for your question tonight, okay? My information is, the question is pinned to the post above. So it's $5 for whatever question you have. But anyway, I'm gonna just start talking. You come in the chat, even if you don't stay, guys, click like for me. I really would appreciate it. So Wendy requested this. Wendy donates to me like every week. She donated for the funeral as well. And I am so thankful for everybody who donated for me to get to that funeral. So yes, again, if you donated for that funeral, I remember the names and faces. It was mostly women, only one dude that donated. So I remember. So if you donated, you don't have to pay for your question tonight. Just be honest, guys. Don't be saying, yeah, I donated. No, you didn't. It was probably like maybe only like 10 people that donated. So I'm gonna be paying attention to your photo and everything. But anyway, so Wendy requested this. She was one of the donators. And she wanted to know, she said that she's been reading the Bible and reading other books and Googling and trying to figure out how is it that many are called, but few are chosen. So everyone wants to know, like, what makes me a chosen one? What makes me a chosen one? That's what everybody's always wanting to know, right? And even on TikTok, when I'm on TikTok, people like to argue with me over there on TikTok about who's a chosen one and who's not a chosen one, right? And everyone is not a chosen one. Okay. I think there's many people that God does call to do certain spiritual assignments on the earth, and some of them choose not to do it. There are many people in your family that God did choose to break certain generational curses, or make an invention or start something spiritual or start a revolution, and they chose not to do it. And I do think people who choose not to follow their life path as a chosen one, I do think they suffer. I think they do. I don't think it's God punishing them, but I think that they suffer because they chose not to walk their path. So when you choose not to walk your life path as a chosen one, you throw off your whole life. So it's almost like, okay, so because you didn't choose door A, now you got to go through door B, but you don't know what's coming with door B. Get it? So in the beginning, when I realized that I was a chosen one, I didn't want to do it, because we all know that when we're living in the world and we're not following through with our calling, and your calling is not just, people think their calling is like, oh, they're 9 to 5 or what they go to school for. No. You can go to school, you can get degrees, you can have a top-notch job, That's not your calling on your life all the time. There's something more outside of your degree and or your the money you make and stuff like that. That's why there's a lot of miserable people who got all these degrees, all these fancy jobs, these houses, these designer clothes, because that doesn't fulfill you. There's something else that God has called you to this planet to do. So, but there's some people, how can I say this? They're not built for that life. So God has his earth angels. So chosen ones are like earth angels. They're equipped for this. Their life, their suffering, the things that they've gone through in their childhood or their teens, their 20s, their 30s, even their 40s. You go through so much spiritually. That's why you're built to be a chosen one. Okay. So everybody is not a chosen one. There's some people who are just here on earth, just paying their karmic debt. Okay. They're not chosen ones. And you're going to know that. You're going to notice it because I want you to think about your family and how your family is. You stand out. Everyone treats you like crap, but then again, everybody depends on you. You seem to have this leadership. You seem to have a moral compass, but the rest of your family doesn't. And they notice these things. They know that they ain't crap. They know that. And that is the reason why you're going to stand out and you're going to know that you're the chosen one. How come my family is not like me? How come my friends are not like me? How come it's like they get to do certain things? They get to live in the illusion, they get to live in the matrix and be just cruising through, but you can't cruise through. People that even who are older than you look up to you. People who are older than you even depend on you. They depend on your knowledge. They look to you. I call it Mother Teresa syndrome. So this is when I knew something was up. Even since I was a kid, people would put me on this pedestal. Chosen ones, they'll get put on a pedestal. Okay. It doesn't matter if people are hating on you, if how can I say, they're pretending like they can't stand you, right? But on the other hand, they still look up to you, right? So growing up, the same people that were hating on me or mistreating me, they secretly looked up to me. So if I said something, they took on to what I said so quickly. Or if I wore something, the next time I see them, they got on what I got on. Like all the chosen ones, they could have been, look, I didn't even have money like that. Like after the age of 12, 'cause my mother got divorced from a narc stepfather and she never recovered really financially from that divorce. So you don't have money like that, I wasn't poor, but when you don't have money like that, you get creative. And that's where my fashion came from. I started to get very creative. And that's when people started to copy me. That's chosen one stuff, you know? Chosen ones take the very little of what they have and they make a lot out of it, and people will still follow you. But yet, the popular dude or popular girl could be wearing the name brand clothes and nobody's copying them, but they're going to copy the chosen one, you know? And every time a chosen one says something, it's almost like your word has power to it. Okay. If they say it, the chosen one said it, then it must be so. It's almost like the Bible to people. And this is why people take what you say very harsh. You notice that your parents, I used to make my mom cry a lot. Okay. And I used to be like, she's an Aquarius. They always say Aquariuses are so no feelings, but I always made my mother cry. That's chosen one child material there. They care about what we think, they care about what we say. Okay. So when people say, how come many are called but few are chosen? They chose that life. They chose not to follow through. And you're going to notice, I even think some people who didn't choose the chosen one life, they die out. I've seen people, like the other day, they killed that rapper, Takeoff in Houston, right? He's outside playing dice. He was the most humble one in the rap group. Everybody, it was something very different about him. He had chosen one written all over him. He was really the talent in the group, but the other two were the ones who was shining. But then again, when you looked at him, you can tell there was something different. Something, how can I say, something pure. But the other two in the rap group, they seem to be sellouts, right? You can tell when you see a chosen one, you're gonna know. They shine different, they talk different, they move different. They can have the least money, they can be the least attractive to the world, but that chosen one is going to stick out. You're going to know when you see a chosen one. And unfortunately, some chosen ones make mistakes, right? So he got into this industry, signed the contract, and they took him out, right? But he's going to be the most memorable one in the group. He is, especially now that he timed out, right? I like to say he timed out. Unfortunately, they took him out, but he still has chosen one energy written all over him. And the other two, I don't see them being successful to that extent, as if Takeoff, his life is going to be more of a legacy than the other two. The other two will probably be forgotten later on. But the reason why many are called and few are chosen is because the chosen one life is not easy. Some chosen ones have to sacrifice. Some chosen ones have to be the one to break the generational curses in their family. Some chosen ones have to be alone. They won't get married. They won't have children. Some chosen ones will suffer, all right, in the beginning years of their life. Some chosen ones are not going to have friends. Some chosen ones are not going to have money. Some chosen ones are going to get timed out. They're going to hate the chosen ones so much that they're going to kill them. I always hear people saying, don't use that word. Like on TikTok, they're always telling me, don't use chosen one. But if you really understood what the chosen ones go through, you would not be bothered by that term. You won't be bothered by that term. I wish there was something, for me, I would rather call chosen one gods and goddesses. And I'm not saying that we are God, but we are handpicked by God to get the job done. Okay, we come here, we're earth angels. We come here to get the job done because why? The people around you didn't want to do it. Your grandparents didn't want to do it. Your parents didn't want to do it. Some of your parents were chosen ones and they didn't want to follow through. They just wanted to live a regular matrix life. They didn't want to do the spiritual work. I believe my mother was a chosen one, but she didn't want to do the spiritual work. And she suffered. She suffered a lot. Domestic violence, she had cancer. And I'm not going to say that happened to her because she was disobedient, but I can't imagine if she actually followed through with being a chosen one and choosing that path. Maybe she would have had more blessings. Maybe she would have lived longer than 56 years. I'm not really sure. But if I have to choose to be a chosen one, I would choose it. A lot of clients that I talk to, they're like, Ange, do you really like being the chosen one? And I'm like, yeah, I love it now. Now I love it. Some days it's very draining because you realize how alone you really are as a chosen one. So I'm not saying that being a chosen one is an easy path. It's not an easy life, okay? It's not an easy life at all. But it's better to follow through what you came here on earth to do. So you don't have to do it over. Some of you just believe in heaven, you believe in hell. I believe in multiple lives. I believe in karmic debt. I believe if you don't do what you're supposed to do in this life, you're going to come back around and you're going to have to do it again. That's what I believe. What do y'all believe? When you come in the chat, do me a favor, guys, and click like on the chat for me. So tonight I'm doing $5 Q&A. You can ask me questions on chosen one. You can ask me questions on narcissism, and the information is already in the chat, guys. Do you believe the chosen one was predestined prior to coming to earth? I do believe in that, yes. I do believe that. But I don't think God forces you. I think it's presented to us, and then we get to pick. We get to pick door A or door B. I don't think God forces us to be a chosen one, but it is presented to us pretty much. That's what I think. Let me see something. Oh, okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is how the first impression when people meet chosen ones is that they think chosen ones are fake as hell. All right. They think that chosen ones are fake. And that's the reason why people mistreat you when they meet you. Okay. So there's a lot of wicked people in your family. There's a lot of wicked people. When you come in the chat, guys, click like for me. Even if you don't stay, are targeted and chosen ones the same thing? Um, targeted individuals. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say targeted individuals. I'll say this: targeted individuals to me are people who have some type of influence, and they don't necessarily have to be a chosen one. Hey, Vanessa. God allows us to be used for good and evil. So when we share our experiences, our frequency will heal those who believe. Yes, that is true. I agree. Some people look at targeted individuals and chosen ones as the same. I don't see them as the same. I don't see them as the same. I think there's sometimes there are things that you do that can make you targeted, but it doesn't mean make you a target, but it doesn't mean that you're like chosen by God. Like, think about it. There's people who are like in politics, doesn't mean that they're chosen one. You know, there's people who know government information and then they put the word out there, but it doesn't mean they're chosen one in a spiritual sense, but they expose information. So now they're targeted. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't think all targeted individuals are chosen ones. No, I don't think so. You can be an average person, expose some information, become a whistleblower, and that's when you got the mark on your head. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But I don't necessarily think that they are chosen one. Sometimes some of these people end up being in these situations because they expose information that they really wasn't supposed to, pretty much. But it doesn't mean that they have like this higher calling on their life, like a chosen one. Because they could have had like a sweet life their whole life. Like, chosen ones go through it from birth. They go through it from birth. Like, let me tell you a story about how I got here. So this is trashy, but it is how I got here. And this is like something I want y'all to look at your life like it's almost like something was fighting for you to get here. I'm sure a lot of you have like some really amazing stories about your childhood or how you were born. So my father used to have this like jump off, like sneaky link. That's what they call it today. So he used to have this sneaky link, but she was like the neighborhood hoe, basically. So he was messing with her, but she was messing with a married man at the same time too. And she gets pregnant. So of course she couldn't choose the married man and say, hey, this is your baby. So she chose my father because my dad didn't have no kids. He had money. He was popular. So she said, hey, this is your baby. The whole family kept telling my dad, you need to get a DNA test, but he didn't go get a DNA test. He was like, nah, I think that's my kid because I did sleep with her without a, protection or whatever. I don't even know. They had condoms back in the 70s. I'm not even sure. But anyway, he was like, nah, I think that is my baby because I did, skeet in the woman. So she didn't want to get a DNA test. And she was like, don't worry, you don't got to sign a birth certificate and you don't have to do a DNA test. That should have been a red flag. But my father never did. Even later on, he never got a paternity test, right? Is that how you say paternity test? Yeah, he never got one done. Anyway, my mom was friends with that local hoe. And so she knew who that woman's baby father was, right? They were cool, whatever. And the friend's baby daddy, which was my father, and my mother ended up working together, and they started dating, right? So of course the friend was like, how you gonna mess with my baby father? That's foul. My mother was foul for that, because why would you deal with your friend's baby daddy? But my mother was like, well, she was a hoe, she was sleeping with mad dudes, and your father approached me, I liked him, so I went with him. So that's how I got here. My parents ended up getting married, but what happened was their first child died. I had a brother that was born a year before I was born. So that was devastation between my parents. So my mother put an IUD in herself, and she said she didn't want any children. She already had my brother from a previous marriage, but she said that was it. She was done having kids. So my father begged her, please give me a child. I want a child with you. Please. My mother was scared, like, no, we just lost a baby. Like, I don't want to have another child. But my mother gave in, and they got pregnant with me. So I'm a rainbow baby. This is things that happen with chosen ones. Like, you have this crazy story of how you got here. Okay, I got here through scandal, I got through here through pain. Like, God made sure I got on planet earth, and then they named me Angelique, and my name is spelled angelic. So it's almost like I was predestined. When you look at your life and you look at your childhood, I'm sure you have crazy stories. Our lives are like movies. When we tell our life story, we tell the things that we went through, people do not believe it. They're like, this sounds like a book. This sounds like a Lifetime movie. Chosen ones always have the most interesting lives, okay? Let me see. Hold on. I had to pre because you cursed in the things. Let me look at the comments because I couldn't see the comments. What y'all saying? Most empaths. Oh no, her usually think outside the box. Yes, that's true. Empaths and targeted individuals usually think outside the box. Target individuals usually have the power of influence. Yes, they have a very. I will give you that. Yes, the targeted individuals, they come in and they're like raw, and people listen to them. People do listen to targeted individuals. I notice that everything the narcs desire, the empaths already have. Yes, that's true. Like, most get attention naturally, while the narcs have to. Yeah, the narcs have to. This is why you attract narcs as well. But let's stay on the chosen one. And I'll get to the narcs and how the narcs copy us and stuff like that. But yeah, so these chosen ones, we have like this crazy life path, how we even get here, and then the things that happen to us in our childhood. We have a lot of trauma, a lot of things happening in our childhood that would probably would have killed somebody, would have took them out. Like, the things that we endure emotionally is crazy, crazy. Most people cannot handle the things that chosen ones have gone through and still go through. The isolation, all right? Like, nobody likes us. Like, people like us, but even when people get close to us as chosen ones, eventually they end up not liking us because they realize, like, dang, how did this person have this much light? How they don't have to, like, a chosen one, we could just dig in our nose and people like, oh my gosh, she just digged in her nose. That is so cool. Like, we don't really have to. We only see the negative, but you don't realize how much influence you have on people, like spiritually, the spiritual influence. Hey guys, click like in the chat for me. All right. What was the other question? Oh, yeah. I wanted to say this. So when people meet chosen ones, they think chosen ones are fake AF, all right? They think that we're fake. So a lot of people in your family and your friends, they're fake. This is why they don't believe you. All right? They don't believe when they meet the chosen one that you're real. A lot of people never met a genuine person. So no matter what the chosen one has went through, what do you mean by light, inner light, spiritual light? spiritual light, whatever's in you, your internal, who you are spiritually, your thoughts, your aura. Yeah. People can see that first. So you think that when you walk in a room, they're like, oh, they got some fly sneakers on, they got some nice shoes on, she got a nice little ponytail. They think that that's what's drawing you to them. That's why when you're not all that, people are confused of why everybody's looking at you. Because we don't get taught in school about spirit. We don't get taught in school about energy. So people think that when they see chosen ones, it's like, I've had people go, oh, let me go get the same kind of outfits she wear. Like, this is funny. This is when I knew something was wrong. Something was up. Hey, Alicia. Thank you for your donation, girl. I really appreciate it. I remember I was 19, my first love, and he cheated on me, damn Virgo. He cheated on me, and he had like a whole side chick, right? And he kept telling her, they told me this, he had a couple of sisters, and his sisters was like, yo, we heard him talking to her, and he was telling her, you will never be Angelique, like you'll never be her, like there's something about her, like I will F with you, but you'll never be wifey. You'll never be her. Like, I've loved this girl since we were kids. Like, you'll never have me the way she'll have me. And I remember back in the day, I had these Timberland boots. They call beef and broccolis. They're brown with the green on it. Why the side chick went out and bought the same boots, the same outfit I had from like Old Navy. Back in the day, Old Navy was like lit, right? Old Navy, the same boots, like she bought the same coat I had. Like this is the weird, crazy psychopath stuff that goes on, single white female, single black female type of stuff that goes on with chosen ones. Like, these people don't get it. They can never be like the chosen one. People are going to try to mimic your personality, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress. They don't get it. And then they'll dress like you, act like you, and they don't got the flavor. They don't have the chosen one light. They don't get the whole entire time. It's you, it's your aura, it's your spiritual light. They try to copy, they try to mimic us, but it doesn't work. They can't. They got the recipe, but the sauce be off. You get it? So this is the reason why this happens. This even happens with your lovers. Like the other day, I was talking to a guy I had been on and off with for years, and it seems like, I ain't gonna say he's jealous, but he wish he had the same aura. He wish he had the same light. Because he kept saying, wow, you got a YouTube, you got a TikTok. I wish I had love like that. I wish, I had a following like that. I need to get on my grind. Like, they want what you got, chosen one. You think you don't have much, but we don't have to work that hard. Like, I only got 3,000 subs, or 3,400 subs, I believe. But the love that I get is like almost like I have 34,000. You get what I'm trying to say? I may only have 20,000 followers on TikTok, but it's almost like I have 200,000. The energy and the love that chosen one get, it's no comparison. When we say things, it's stop. It is. It's like the Bible. These people don't have that, but chosen ones, y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that, I don't have to try hard, but your friends and your family, they got to try. They got to convince people. That's why narcissists love meeting a chosen one. They love it. They want to mimic you. They get close to you. You're going to be a woman chosen one. You don't even have to have sex with him. He just wants to be in your presence. He wants to copy you. He wants to mimic you. The crap is scary. Do you know how many men try to get next to me? They're not trying to sleep with me. They're trying to watch me. They're watching me. They're like, okay, how does she do it? And they try to do what I do and it don't work for them. They be confused because they don't understand. You got to be pure from your core. You can't copy people and what they do. You can't copy people and get their blessings. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. They freaking, like you said, they freaking weirdos. They're weirdos. So when people keep saying everyone's a chosen one, no, the hell they not. No, they're not. And you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it. Remember, like back in the day when y'all went to parties, y'all walk in the room, y'all see the quiet one in the room. It's like that. You like, oh yeah, he cute, she cute, but there's something about that quiet one. That's how people react to us. Someone could be skinnier than us, finer than us, have more money than us, but they can't keep their eyes off the chosen one because it's energy. It's energy. You know how many times I go outside, I got a hoodie on, got my sunglasses on, I don't want to be bothered. Headphones on the train. It could be a nice little white lady on the train, like laughing and smiling at everybody, and I'm standing here looking all mean like this, and they will come right up to me, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. That's chosen one status. They're gonna mess with us. They gonna mess with us. Exactly. We shine. This girl started to mock and copy me in class. Yep. They love to do that. It's our heart. You said, what? That person dead? Exactly. Think you are just like them. They don't think you are genuine. Yes, exactly. These people think we're so fake. And this is why they'll try to, I got my little wine. Ever since I had my surgery, I cannot drink a lot. It's crazy. But I don't even drink Merlot, but that's all they had. But anyway, your family and your friends will test you to see if you're wicked like them. All right, that's what's crazy. Click like in the chat for me, even if you don't stay, guys. If y'all have any questions, pay that $5 and I'll answer your question in detail. But if you already donated for the funeral, you don't got to pay for your question. The information's already in the chat. My information's already in the chat. It's pinned to the top. What I'm about to say. Okay, yeah. So they think you're fake, and they're gonna test you. Okay, they like, he can't be real. She can't be real. So this is where like they invite you places to see how you're gonna react. They do things to you to piss you off. They want to bring you out of character. Okay. They want to bring you out of character. They want to embarrass you to see how you act. I have had a lot of female friends do this. They want to embarrass you. They want to make you look crazy. They're like, watch, I'm going to make the real her come out. They keep digging and digging and digging, especially the narcs. Okay. Like I had a narc ex-best friend who one night, he took my cell phone and he took my keys. And I hit him. Just put it that way. They want you to. They want to do things to you. He would not, this was years ago. He would not give me, this ain't recent. This was like, it's happened about 7 years ago. And I slapped the crap out of him, right? But I saw this thing in his eyes that he wanted me to hit him. He was smiling, guys. His eyes were just lit up like, yeah, hit me. Because they want you to hit them. They want you to come out of character. They want you to be in that position, chosen one. And when I saw that, when I looked in his eyes and I saw that he wanted me to fight him, he probably wanted to call the cops, probably wanted me to get arrested, whatever it was, right? This is what people do. They're sick. They're sadistic. Your friends are sick. They're sadistic. Your family are sick. My first cousin, who actually stole thousands of dollars from me, we're still in court, owes me thousands of dollars of my inheritance money, right? One night, her and I were talking. She's wicked, very wicked person. And they'll even ask you your business. They'll ask you, like, what's your deepest, darkest secrets? They'll ask you, oh, instead of saying, what's the greatest thing you ever did in life? They'll be like, what's the worst thing? Because when they're in your presence, chosen one, they don't want to believe that you're better than them. They don't want to believe that you're that pure. So they're like, no, there's no way he or she is this damn pure, this damn genuine. So they're gonna start asking you questions like, oh, what's the freakiest thing you did? Or what's the worst thing you did, right? So she sat there and she told me how she cheated on her husband and slept with a pastor. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, you did what? So when I told her what I thought was the worst thing, she looked at me, was like, that's it? Are you serious? That's the worst thing you ever did? And I said, yeah. They don't believe us. They think we're fake. My god sister had a boyfriend who tried to fight me, guys. These people will even try to fight the chosen one. They want to fight you. I was sitting down in her living room. She had two couches and they were across from each other. I'm sitting on one couch, they're sitting on another couch, and we're talking. And all of a sudden, he goes, you so fake, out of nowhere. So she's like, leave her alone. What are you talking about? He was like, ew, she's so fake. Why are you pretending? He's like, why do you talk like that? No black girl talks like that. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Guys, it got so bad. Me and him was like this. I was about to fight a man because this man said to me, you're fake. This was in my 20s, right? I would never do nothing like that now. But I will never forget that. He was like, you're fake. You talk fake. You act fake. No black woman acts like that. Act like a black woman. I said, wait, what are you talking about? No one's that nice. No one's that kind. You will get into arguments. You will get into fights. They want you to prove that you're evil like them. The whole entire time, this man was on the down low. This man was selling drugs, bringing crackheads in her house when she wasn't home. Okay? Was cheating on her with men and women, but was calling me fake. Because you stir up those spirits, those demons in these people, guys. I'm telling you. So ignore it. When these people are challenging you and trying to call you fake, hey, Joshua, when these people are trying to call you fake, they're fake. They're hiding. Exactly. He was yes. Yes. Man, I got up out of that house. She went through a whole total darkness. Her parents said they thought she was gonna die because she got caught up with this demon. She tattooed a man's name on her back. It was crazy, guys. Her house got robbed because he was bringing. How you selling drugs out of your girlfriend's house? You don't pay any bills. You bringing the crackheads in the house. And when she went away on vacation, they robbed her house. And she has 3 children. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, my spirit really stirred up them demons in him. He just, you're so fake. Why do you talk like that? No black woman acts like that and talks like that. No one's that nice. I was like, what? I jumped up. I was crazy in my 20s, guys. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I jumped up. I was about to fight a man. I'm not gonna lie. I was so masculine back then. I was like, he was short too. I was like, what? Bring it. Let's go. I'm about to rock you. Let's go. I was like, I might not be able to beat you because you're a man, but trust me, you're gonna get some damage today. Oh yeah, I was a crazy chosen one back in the day. And she got in between, stop. I'll never forget that. But these people have tried to fight me, guys. Fight me. And this might happen to some of y'all. They don't believe you. They think you walking, you talking, you acting, they think you moving because you're moving pure, because you're genuine, because you're not trying to steal, you're not trying to sleep with people, man or woman. You're just being a good friend. That they think you're fake. You love God. You say you are who you say you are, but they're not. They're going to be bothered by you. Chosen ones bother people. Not everybody walks in a room and makes people uncomfortable. No. I be with people and nobody even blink an eye at them. They don't blink an eye. All right. Mm-mm. And that's another reason why your friendships don't last. Your friendships are not going to last that long, chosen ones, because think about it. If you're hanging out with people who aren't chosen ones or who are not spiritually secure, guys, I'm not all that. I think I'm an attractive young lady, but I'm not all that. I'm gonna tell you, I could walk down the street with jeans and a t-shirt, and there'll be men like, oh my God. I'm telling you, at the light, yo, baby, what's up? How you doing, queen? Da, 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 da. And I'll be with friends who look way better than me. And these men are like, they don't even realize I see my light. They like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty. Oh my gosh, miss, come here. Let me talk to you. And these women, these girls I be with be like, they be looking like, why they on her like that? They don't get it. Cause you be walking and you be shining, you be glowing, chosen one. I'm telling you. I ain't never had a man problem. But I'm not even what you call it. Hey, gifted. Yep. They be hating on us. That's what it is. They be hating on us. So they think you fake. And that's the reason why they treat you the way they treat you, chosen one. And you'd be so confused. In the beginning, when chosen ones don't know this information, they'd be like, what did I do? I don't understand. Why don't they like me? And a lot of chosen ones who are lost, they do everything in the book to get people's attention. Because you be feeling left out. This is why we play those games. This is the reason why we play those games and why we keep these people around, because we're in our head like, well, at least I'm not alone. That's what it is. That's the reason why chosen ones get caught up with narcissists and the wrong people, because you don't want to be alone, chosen one. That's what it is. But you have to realize it's better to have a smaller circle. It's better to be on your own, be single until you attract another chosen one, or you attract somebody who is secure in their power, their spiritual power, who can understand you. That's the reason why too, why it's hard for you to keep a man or hard for you to keep a woman, because eventually they recognize that see, there's this guy on TikTok, I forgot what his name is, but this is very true. Even the universe responds to the chosen one, or just people who are putting good positive energy out there in the universe. Okay. So whatever your thoughts are, whatever your vibration is, whatever your emotion is, hey Yasmin, whatever your emotion is, right? It's going to work with you. So this is the reason why a lot of bad things can happen to the chosen one, but then all of a sudden we get this solution to get us out of this crazy storm, right? We manifest very fast. We could be in a jam, but then we can eat that day. We find housing. It may not be the ideal situation that we want, but we're always blessed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it'd be like tragedy, blessing, tragedy, blessing, tragedy, blessing. We always get something back because we're constantly putting good karma into the universe. And this is why even the people who have more than us, they're confused by this, because in the Matrix, they're taught, oh, you got a degree, you got money, you good. No, you gotta be, you can do all the degrees you got, you can have all the money you want in the world. But if you don't have that good karma that you're constantly putting out into the universe, the blessings are not going to come. They're short-lived. They're short-lived. You're not going to have those blessings constantly like that. Hey, Ashley. Yeah. I think you donated to me. Thank you so much. You did. Thank you so much, Ashley. Yes, I'm glad you caught me too. How long I've been on here? Let me see. How long I've been on here, guys? Oh, almost an hour. Okay. Yes, if anybody has any questions, if you didn't donate for the funeral, it's $5 a question. My Cash App is $ the light 777, or if you just want to bless me, you can send that. My Zelle and PayPal is Neo Angie 3000 at yahoo.com. And the information is also pinned at the top if you didn't understand what I just said, pretty much. But if you donated for the funeral, you don't have to pay for your questions. So if anybody has any questions, you can start asking me now. But if you didn't donate, you're going to have to pay that $5. 3 years ago, no contact. Yes, thank you so much, Ashley. But yeah, so the reason why also is why we attract narcs as well. Did y'all go watch my video that I talked about what happened at the funeral the other day, guys? Oh my goodness, crazy, crazy, crazy. My homeboy attracted a narcissist. His girlfriend's a narc. You watched it? You think she's a narc, Ashley? I mean, Alicia, you think she's a narc? Yes. Okay. See, y'all both watched it. I think she's a narc as well. Let me tell you something. See, and this is another thing about chosen ones. This is what's funny. So for those of y'all who are not caught up, so the other day I went to a close male friend of mine, mother's funeral, and I met his girlfriend. He wasn't even sure that his girlfriend was going to come because she has not been supportive of him in finding out when his mom passed away. So when he was crying, because he was at her house when he got the call that his mom had died, when he's crying, like anybody who finds out that their mom had passed away, she tells him, he's crying, and she tells him, shh, 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 the neighbors may hear you crying. Who shushes somebody when they just found out their mother died? So I didn't know that I was probably one of his only friends that he reached out. I thought that when I got to the funeral, like I was gonna see like a lot of his friends there. No, guys, it was her, me, and him sitting like at the repast together, eating or whatever the case is. At first, I was sitting near his dad, like the older folks. So I like to sit next to the older folks because the older folks be dropping gems. And then my friend called me over and was like, "Oh, come sit with me and my girlfriend." And I didn't want to go over there because I was like, yeah, I just took one look at her when I shook her hand and was like, yeah, this bitch is a narc. I just knew it. She couldn't look me in the eyes. So that's what happens with us chosen ones. Most people cannot look us in the eyes, guys. They cannot give us eye contact. Don't you kidding me? Them demons can't look no chosen one in the eye. We intimidate them. So I'm trying to look at her face because she's sitting like to my left, and I'm trying to look at her face. I could feel her spirit was so weak. I can feel her spirit was very weak. She was very intimidated by me. And she kept saying, like, she was trying to find out how we met. And I feel like this. Why your man didn't tell you how we met? Why do I have to? Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. Y'all always donate. And guys, y'all ain't gotta put money like that on the chat because you know why? Y'all know YouTube takes 30% from our money. So y'all better off giving it to me in my Cash App. But thank you so much. YouTube make sure they make their money off of us. But thank you so much. I'll get the money probably the end of the month or next month, basically. But thank you so much. So yeah, so she's asking me, do you have a man? And I thought it was so rude of her. Damn, I'll donate on PayPal. Yeah, I forget to tell y'all that. It's okay though. It still goes to my revenue, but YouTube takes 30% out. That's why I usually say just send it to my Cash App or my PayPal or my Zelle pretty much because YouTube, they making sure they get paid too. So Yeah, so she kept asking me like, "Oh, do you have a man?" First of all, I thought that was very inappropriate. We just met, you don't know me. Why are you asking me? She's trying to find out, okay, this girl, I guess she thought I was too cute. She was just like, this girl has been friends with my man for 20 years. We got to get her out of here. So I want to hook her up. So she was trying to pressure me and say, "Can I hook you up with my friend?" I said no. Because first of all, my friend is in his 40s and this woman's in her 50s. I'm 39. So I said to her, is your friend in their 40s or 50s? Because I don't date. I said, I don't date men in their 40s or 50s. I date men between like 30 and 35. I was like, yeah, I'm 39. I haven't really started dating men in their 40s and 50s yet. So if he's not in his 30s, then no, thank you. She's like, why not? You should give them a chance. I said, you dating a man who's 10 years younger than you, and you trying to hook me up with somebody 10 years older than me? Sister, no. It was so funny. And just all in my business. Oh, how come? Oh, that and the narc, they want to throw jabs at you. So she said, "Oh, you got an Android?" I say, "Yeah, I got an Android." Then she said, "Oh, how much you paying for Uber to get home?" I said, it's about $50 to get back home. She said, "Oh, well, you don't got a car?" First of all, my friend don't got a car. I want to say your man don't got a car. So why you asking me why I don't got a car? Very passive aggressive. Guys, when people do this, these little low jabs at you, they're intimidated by your light. This happens to the chosen ones all the time. I don't be knowing. First of all, she's a stranger. I don't know her. And she was plain. She was sizing me up. She was so insecure. I was trying not to laugh, guys. I was like, I was doing that. I told my homeboy, "Can you give me a wine cooler?" I was laughing. I was trying not to laugh at her face, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was laughing at her like, I want to say, "Mama, you're embarrassing yourself right now." And I didn't want to hurt my friend's feelings and say, "Look, I've known this man for 20 years. If nothing happened in 20 years, it ain't going to happen on the 21st. It ain't. I am not attracted to my friend at all. At all. Like, and the thing about it is none of her business. That is not your husband. That is your boyfriend. You've only known him for 2 years. I don't owe you anything, but these narcs are crazy. Don't answer these questions. Do not. Like, and my thing is, the question she was asking me is something that she should have been asking her man. Why are you asking me? Oh, he went to Howard. All his friends go to Howard. How come I never met you? I said, honey, I don't know why you never met me. Ask him. I don't know why. And then the thing about it is, don't watch me, watch your man. You're in a relationship with him. Okay. And this goes for everybody. Don't watch the man or the woman. Watch how your partner is reacting to that friend. You don't worry about what I'm doing. Look at how your man is looking at me. That's what you should be worried about. It's not me you should be worried about. And guys, I look at my friend as a brother. Okay. I don't look at him like that. It's been 20 years. I'm not interested in him. And if he's interested in me, that ain't none of my business because it ain't going to happen. You can love people, you can care for them and everything like that. But it doesn't mean you're supposed to be with them. And it's a blessing to have friends who for that long and nothing's ever occurred. I've never slept with this man. I've never kissed this man, touched this man. Nothing ever has happened between me and this friend. It's a completely platonic friendship. And I think it's very beautiful for a man and a woman to have a friendship like that. But I'm very concerned that he keeps attracting these narcissistic women. I am so concerned about this dude. It's sad. We get caught up with these narcs. So I can't wait to see you again. I say, yeah, you'll see me. My friend lives upstate anyway, so I don't see him like that unless when he comes down to the city, he'll take the train down to Manhattan and we'll hang out. But no, uh-uh. She don't even gotta worry about me. It's sad. It's crazy. And this happens all the time. I've had male friends. This is what's funny. I was on TikTok and I had a mutual. A mutual was like you follow them, they follow you, and y'all can like DM each other and everything like that. But if I don't follow you, you can't message me, pretty much. It was this African content creator, and she posted there's these in the Nigerian community, there's this man and woman, they're best friends. And she was like, oh, this girl is a threat to his future wife. And let me tell you something. If you feel uncomfortable with dating people who have a female best friend, don't date them then. Don't date them. Find out who his friends are, basically, before you date him or before you date her. Find out if she has a male best friend or a female best friend. Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about that? It's insecurity. People think they own you. That's what it is. People think they own you. That's the issue. But I don't know. Honestly, I really hope my friend breaks up with that woman. I need to hook him up with somebody because he don't know how to pick them. He keep picking these narc women. And when she said to him, oh yeah, when me and your friend are over, I'm gonna go find me a 25-year-old man. Girl, you in your 50s. What you gonna do with a 25-year-old man? I think her child is 25. Girl, what are you talking about? That's a narc. Narcs do that. They want to make you feel so insecure. And she was so boring that she said she had his father walk away from us. He was looking at her like she's weird. Even his dad didn't take to her. His dad took to me. His dad kept trying to sit next to me and talk to me. And she peeped that. Uh-oh, where's the chat? Oh, there it goes. I couldn't find the chat for a second. I think my friend is insecure, guys. He is. He's insecure. When you're insecure, if you're insecure and you don't have boundaries, you're naturally going to attract a narcissist. You gotta have boundaries. I hope he will see these things in her himself. It's the crazy thing he does. He does. I haven't used the term narcissist with him, but he does see it. He's told me a lot more of what she has been doing. Like she has the key to his house, but she keeps saying, okay, I understand I have the key to your house, but I need the password to your phone. I said, that's not your wife. She doesn't need the password to your phone. She's not your wife. No, don't give that woman the password to your phone. Hell to the no. Because then it's going to be, give me the password to your email. Then it's going to be, give me your social security number. Then it's going to be, sign this life insurance policy. I said, don't give her the password to your phone. I'm begging you, do not do that. She's trying to get in there to see like what female friends he's talking to and this and that. This is what the narc do. They set you up. Hey, girl. Oh, you finally caught me, right? Oh, man. You got to be very careful with these narcs. You have to be very careful. But yeah, another sign. I was talking about the signs of being a chosen one. What? What are y'all talking about in the chat? Y'all get me so distracted with this chat. But yeah, so your family, like I was saying before, your family, they're gonna depend on you to do things. They treat you like crap, but they depend on you to do things. You have to do it. And you've been doing this since you was a kid. And this is the reason why also when you get in relationships and you get in friendships, your friends and your family, they start treating you like you're their parent. You start being the leader in everything. You don't ask for help. You don't take help. You don't take money. You don't take gifts, even if you need it. You suffer. You chosen ones give themselves extra suffering because we're so used to doing things by ourselves. We're laughing at the post. And no, she put on the, oh, guys, that is a sign of a narc. That's a sign of a narc. These narcs are crazy. Let me tell you something. I could talk about narcissists all day long, guys. Let me tell you. I've had the craziest things said to me during a time of crisis. So I remember I used to have this female best friend. She was a narc. And she got diagnosed with diabetes, guys, right? So please watch out for this. I already talked about this in a video, but I'm going to talk about it some more. And she was a heavyset girl. So I got diagnosed with PCOS. PCOS is cyst on the ovaries, right? But I don't have a lot of symptoms like she did. She started to lose her hair. She started to grow like a beard. You know, I don't have that. My PCOS just impacts my weight pretty much. And once in a blue moon, I get like little hairs or whatever, but I'd be like pluck and that's it. And I have like body acne also because like a hormonal imbalance. She used to say to me, how come your hair is not falling out? How come you don't have diabetes too? These narcs will wish sickness and death on you. Whatever they are going through, they want it to happen to you. When I was 23 and my mom had passed away, I started dating a guy that I was going to church with. And by the time I'm 24, he proposes to me, right? And I call her because I'm like, oh, I want her to be my maid of honor. So I call her and I'm like, hey, girl, guess what? I'm engaged. You would think your best female friend would be like, oh my gosh, you're engaged. We got to plan the wedding. Like, I'm so happy for you. No, guys. She said, oh, I thought I would get married first between me and you. No congratulations, none of that. But you know, when you don't know what narcissism is, you just be confused, you be stuck. This is your best friend, and they say, oh, I thought I was going to get married first between me and you. Who says that? The narc. This is what the narc. So you got to pay attention through trauma, through tragedy, through accomplishments. These people are crazy, guys. These people are nuts. These people are nuts, guys. I'm telling you. It was so crazy. And I already told y'all the story about the narc best male friend that I had. That dude was nuts. His brother ended up committing, you know what? And when he called me, he was crying. I was, soothing him, comforting him. And he goes, I don't understand why your brother can't be dead. Oh, how come it can't be your brother instead and not mine? And I'm like, what? Yo, they will wish death on your mama. Narcs are insane. And I hate when they're like, oh, this is just a personality. This is not a personality. Narcissism is not a personality disorder, guys. No, it's not. It's a demonic possession. Did he ever come back around, your ex-narc best friend? Nope. I left my narc ex-best friend. The narc ex-best friend, I don't like to use the word mine. I left him in Puerto Rico in 2006 and I never saw him again. We were in front of this hotel, and he had lost the keys to the rental, and so they couldn't get a tow truck for us, so they had to bring another rental to us. So his flight was flying out before mine. So I walked him in front of the hotel. I gave him a little side hug. He said, "I love you." I said, "Thank you." That's the last time I saw him. I never saw him again ever. 2016 in Puerto Rico. I left him, never seen him again. I went on the beach. It started raining. I was underneath a palm tree. I started crying, and that was it. I never looked back. I never looked back. I heard he's in the army, and I heard he's living in Japan. That's all I've heard. That's all I know about him. I know he's still alive. I know he's in the army, probably terrorizing people over there in Japan. That's all I know about him. That's it. I don't know anything else about him. Um, I know he's not married or anything. He is gay, so I know he's not married. I know he never had no children. He's in the army, terrorizing people over there in Japan. That's all I know. No, he never came back. The narcissist is not going to come back once they know that you've changed and you've already figured them out. They don't come back. When he knew that I didn't say I love you, he knew. When we were walking into, I didn't argue. When he lost the key in the car rental was on my card. They were charging me $350 to bring a new car. And I said, I was just like, "You lost the key," and da 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 da. And I stopped. And I said, "You know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna just pay for it." And he said, "You're not upset? You're not mad?" I said, "No, I'm mad, but it's okay." I woke up that morning. I knew it. I said, "That's it. I'm done. I'm done." And he knew it. He kept looking at me that morning. I took a shower, got dressed. I said, "You want to go get some breakfast?" We got in the elevator. He said, "You want me to drive you to the airport?" I said, "No, it's okay. I'll take a taxi to the airport. I'm good." They know. The narc knows. They know your smile is different. They know your energy is different. They know when you're done. They know that they cannot hoover you back. He knew. He never came back. People said 8 years he never came back. That Negro knew never to come back to me ever again in life. He ain't never show up at my house. He ain't never emailed me. He ain't never tried to text me. They know. They know when it's over. They know when the game is over. Spells don't work on chosen ones, guys. Yeah. I already told y'all guys. I told y'all the story about how somebody was doing, love spells on me, guys. A long time ago, around 26 years old. And a guy was doing love spells on me. It didn't work. It worked for a little bit, but I figured it out. And he was pissed because whatever he was doing, it wasn't working. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah, it doesn't work. You're right. We're highly protected. That's another thing, guys. Chosen ones are highly protected. And this is the thing that people get pissed about, guys, because we are so protected. It's scary. Highly protected. It's almost like we're on this string. God is watching us, okay? And you have to be very careful. I'm telling you, I warn people all the time, don't F with me. You're gonna regret it. Don't mess with me. You're gonna regret it. You are going to regret it. You're gonna regret messing with a chosen one because we're highly protected. We have angels, we have God, we have ancestors. Nobody can mess with us. When you come in the chat, guys, click like for me. Ashley, you have another question? Yeah, they know when we're done. They know when we get away. These people, here's what's funny. These people see magic in us and they still try to test it. That's how crazy these narcs are. They notice it. I had a narc say to me once, this was like not even that long ago. This was like maybe 2018, 20, I remember in 2018, I was talking to this guy, he ended up being a narc. And he kept saying, there's something about you. He's like, every time I drive by your house, you seem to text me. Or every time I'm thinking of you, uh, every time I'm thinking of you, you call me. So, chosen ones, you have spiritual gifts, you have clairvoyant gifts, you have magic. Okay, you have magic, you have clairvoyant gifts. God didn't just put us out here. So that's one thing I want y'all to start tapping into your spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts meaning you might hear things. That's another thing. This is another sign of chosen ones, right? Chosen ones have these spiritual gifts. So there's times where, perfect example, we get a lot of gang stalking or like group thinking of people hating us, right? So there's going to be times where you know about this, but nobody had to tell you. There was times where I would have dreams of people talking about me. And I'm like, why am I dreaming these people having a meeting about me? Right? Or having conversations about me. Sometimes I can hear the conversation, right? So I think that's called clear audience, where you're gonna hear people talking about you, you're gonna hear people gossiping about you. You're like, the first time I heard it, I was like, what the hell is that? Or you're gonna get dreams, you're gonna get visions, you're gonna hear voices, and you're gonna be thinking, oh, am I schizophrenic? What's going on? No. That's God, that's your angels, that's your ancestors giving you spiritual downloads. So don't ever think that you're a chosen one and you're just out here in these spiritual streets by yourself. You're not. We get warnings, but chosen ones, a lot of y'all don't know about this about yourself. You don't know about the spiritual gifts that you have. God gives us warnings about people, but we just don't, how can I say? We're not receptive to it. It took me many, many years to realize this. You're gonna know, you're gonna know the information before anybody tells you. People acting shady towards you, you're gonna know it. And if you're not gonna know it, you're gonna feel it. You feel it. Yes, we can feel it. Look at that. You just wrote that. I didn't even know it. Yes, we can feel it when they try. I get dizzy spells when they try. We can wake up with headaches. You can have dizzy spells. Your spiritual gifts are always on point, chosen one. I need y'all to tap into them. And this is why y'all feel alone. Y'all feel lost. Now I be talking to myself. That's why I like the mask. That's why I like wearing the mask in the street, because I be talking. And people be looking at me like, who's that lady talking to? I really be talking to God. I be talking to my ancestors. I be talking to my angels. Because sometimes I would get downloads. Even on social media, guys, here's what I want y'all to do. So it's sad that you have to move this way, but you need to do a cleanup. Go through your phone, go through your go through your social media, go through your friends list. So recently I deleted 400 people from my Instagram before I got off. I'm on Instagram, but I won't be on Instagram for the month of November. So anybody that made me feel some kind of way by looking at their photo or looking at their name, delete them, remove them, remove them, remove them, take them off. Go through your phone. Anybody that makes you feel uncomfortable spiritually, be like, look at their photo or look at their name in your phone and say, how does this person make me feel? This is what I want you to start practicing. Because chosen ones, you're not left out here just wandering in the wilderness. No, God gave you multiple spiritual gifts. Most people are so clouded up. Most human beings are so clouded up with their diet, with the music, porn, bad choices, alcohol. I'd be okay with wine, but when I'm drinking like hard liquor, you're more clouded. Your decisions are not those spirits. That's why they call it wine and spirits for a reason. So chosen ones, you gotta also be careful what you're eating, what you're drinking. That's why I started to take my health much more seriously. And because of that, the spiritual gifts have increased. I know I lost 60 pounds this year. You know, I had weight loss surgery. You know, I've been changing my eating habits and everything like that. I eat the best I've ever ate in my life. So yes, please, guys, I'm telling you, tap into your spiritual gifts. Do not take it lightly because that's how the chosen one navigates through this. You have spiritual gifts. You have an eye, you have an eye, you have these eyes, you have these ears, you have the ears within to give you the information. This is how we know. We know when people are being shady, and you need to feel so you can see who is real. See what demons be coming. Hey, Trey. Clean house, and you can tell who is who exactly. Hey, Mystic. Hey, girl. I'm at home. Spirit do not want me back on a 9 to 5. Good. 9 to 5 job. They want me at home resting and rejuvenating. I feel a major breakthrough coming. Just created my first teaching course. Congratulations. Yes, I get the same symptoms when they're trying. What do y'all do to relieve these symptoms? Every tongue confess around us. Yep. Wow, you're protected. I had those types of dreams. People talking about me. Definitely agree with that. Yes. Y'all, okay, chosen ones have to be in nature. Okay, you have to be in nature. I know I live in New York City, so it gets cold. Guys, it's weirdly warm. It's like 60 to 70 degrees right now in New York. You know, they done ruined the earth. All right, global warming. But get in nature, guys. That's how you rejuvenate. Anyone who's high vibrational, you don't even have to be a chosen one. Anyone who's high vibrational, I don't care if it's winter time, go outside and hug a tree. You have to connect with the planet. You have to connect with Earth. You have to meditate. You have to recharge. Right now, I'm on a fast. I'm not up on the phone talking to my friends anymore who be like, this happened and that happened and this happened and this. Nope. Nope. I can't internalize that. Me being there for my friend whose mom just died, that was a spiritual assignment. So I don't feel drained right now. Okay, I don't feel overly sad right now, so that's different. But we have to recharge. You have to get the hell off of social media sometime, chosen one. You have to stop hanging out with your friends who all they do is gossip and complain about their life, but they never got no damn um solutions. They don't want to hear solutions. They don't want good advice. They don't want better for themselves. They are addicted to the process of struggling. They're addicted to struggling love. Stop talking to these people. Stop talking to the people projecting on you. I'm guilty of it too. I will sit there and let people project this shit on me all day long. For what? What the hell am I getting out of that? To make them feel better about themselves. Get away from these people. That's really what's draining your energy, because if you really sat in your own energy, you're not going to feel drained. I feel great. I just went to a funeral 2 days ago. Do I look like I went to a funeral 2 days ago? No. I'm glowing. I'm fine. I'm drinking my wine. I'm good. I have enough energy, because you have to be able to limit yourself. That's, you're allowing people to drain you. If it's not a spiritual assignment, if it's not a person who's really in need, or a homeless person, why are you overdoing yourselves? Why are you? And I think it's because we grow up and we don't get the attention and love that we feel we have to prove our worth. And we prove our worth through always proving what we can do for people. And you don't have to prove yourself, chosen one. Love what you said about people confessing around us. I know people are only 5 minutes and they've told yes. Always wondered what that was. Yeah, that definitely happens to empaths and chosen ones, where people are confessing, congratulations on your weight loss. You look good before and after. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Misery loves company. Project your peace and protect you. Exactly. I love that. Thompson, Mark. I love it. 7312. Now, guys, this is what's really crazy about the number 732. I see that number all the time. I gotta look into that number 732. And I used to think I was bugging. Years ago, I dated a guy and he had the number 732 in his area code. So I used to think, well, maybe that's the reason why. But no, after I way long broke up with this guy, I keep seeing the number 732. The other day, I was watching a crime show and the woman killed her husband. And guess how much was the insurance policy? 700,032. Come on, guys. What the hell is up with that? That ain't no coincidence. That ain't no 7 3. What is the odds of the insurance money being 732,000? That shit was crazy. I gotta look into that number. That number follows me. But yeah, chosen one, you have to. I call myself the mysterious extrovert. I call myself that on Instagram. And you have to be mysterious extroverts, chosen ones. You can be loving and giving, but you got to be in the background. You have to have a mysteriousness to you. You can't be out there just helping everybody and you're gonna get burnt out and then chosen ones be like, I'm so miserable and I'm so because you burning yourself out. Why are you helping everybody? You ain't supposed to be helping everybody. Yes, we're earth angels. Yes, but God put us here. What is that? Are you in? I'm in New York, but the person lived in New Jersey. Not a coincidence at all. You're going to have to research that number. Exactly. What is up with that 732? That's thing. It had me thinking about that movie. I had to watch that movie with what's his name? Damn, what's his name? Jim Carrey had that what was that movie about the numbers? And the numbers kept following him. I gotta watch that. Let me see. Do. Very true. Oh, y'all just talking amongst yourselves. I did that in 2020. Ryan says I did that in 2021. I cut a lot of people off because they was draining the hell out of me. You have to. That's really the number one reason why chosen ones be drained because chosen ones don't know how to say no to people. That's all it is. I figured that out a long time ago. It's really people. People feed off your energy. They energy vampire off of you. They want to copy you, they want to mimic you, they want to dress like you, they want to be in your energy. And a lot of these people will have more money than you, more family. These people be trying to energy harness off of me all the time. It's a four-letter personality type. What that mean? What's that mean? Narc? NARC? What's that mean? What else y'all talking about? Let me see. Liza, how you been? Long time no see. Let me see what else y'all talking about. But yeah, you're gonna have to really cut these people off. Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm in Louisiana. Oh, you in Louisiana? And this state is infested with narcs. I love New Orleans. My desire is to have a property in New Orleans, like an Airbnb. I love New Orleans. New Orleans, but I can get it. New Orleans people could be a little funny. I ain't gonna front. To me, and usually come across as what's that? What's that? ENFP. What the hell is that? That better not be nothing bad, cause I'm gonna have to block your ass. Oh, okay, that's not a bad thing. So ENFP are people-centered creators with a focus on possibilities and a contagious enthusiasm for new ideas, people, and activities. Okay. Feelings, intuitive, extroverted, feeling and perceiving personality. I guess so. I guess I am that way. But I would say this, the older I'm getting, okay, so I guess I have a extroverted personality, but when it comes time to sharing or building with people now, I'm introverted. I don't let just anybody get close to me, and that's the confusion of it. Because I can get on here and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" Da, 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 da. And then there'll be people in the chat who was like, "Hey, girl, could we be friends?" And I'd be like, "That's enough. Stay right there." Okay, so I can be a leader, I can talk to you, that's fine. But once people are trying to get close to me, that's where I draw the line. Like, that's enough. So I don't let just anybody get close to me. And it's not a fear, it's just that I look at friendships and relationships as very strong unions. And if I can literally feel when somebody would be enough for me. I know that sounds messed up. I can feel when somebody is going to be jealous. It's almost like I can see the future. Yeah, that's the Scorpio moon. I can see it. I can see into the future. I know. I see it. I already know. It's like I know when that person is going to be able to keep up with me spiritually. I know when someone's going to be jealous. It's almost like I can predestine it. I don't think I'm manifesting it, but I can literally feel their energy, and I can feel when people are not going to be able to keep up with me spiritually. And I'd be like, damn, I like them. They're cool. But I know through time, they're going to become jealous of me, or through time, they're not going to like me. As soon as they realize my power, we're not going to work anymore. See, a lot of people like you, chosen ones, in the beginning. They think you're awesome in the beginning. But once they get close to you, they don't like you anymore. They don't like you anymore, guys. Because you know why? Even with their money, their looks, their good sex, their friendships, their clout, their popularity, their family, they ain't got nothing on you. And chosen ones are not in competition with anyone. We be minding our business. They don't have nothing on you. They realize that, and that's where you start to see the little jabs and the competition, all that stuff. I can feel it. I know. I already know ahead of time. And I get a lot of my subs or a lot of people from TikTok who want to be friends, and maybe I missed out on a couple of good people, but I'm very particular. So I go through more of like a destiny type of thing when I need to meet a man or I need to meet friends. Like people, oh, I want to hook you up. No, you ain't got to hook me up with nobody, because my ancestors will send me whoever I need to see, whoever I need to date, or whoever I need to be friends with. I let God send who is supposed to be, pretty much, or I pick them. I'm very particular in that. And I'm low maintenance. And a lot of people are high maintenance. A lot of people need friends and lovers who need to be on the phone with them all day or call them all. That's not us, chosen ones. We're not like that. The chosen one who is advanced doesn't need to talk to their man or their woman 24/7. Doesn't need to how can I say this? We we're busy. There you go. Chosen ones are so busy. I be busy. I may not work a 9 to 5, but I be up in here. I'm always doing something. Chosen ones are always reading a book, researching on YouTube or Google. We're always elevating. We're always no. This is why when you talk to chosen ones, we always have something to talk about. These people are boring, guys. They go to work and they go home. That's it. These people who are trying to date you and trying to befriend you, they're boring. That's why when they get around you, they're like, oh, you're not smarter than me. I've had so many people who make more money than me. They got kids, they got family. I don't got nobody. But when they get around me, they're like, Who this bitch thinks she is? I'm always reading, I'm always studying, I'm always talking to God, I'm always talking to my ancestors, I'm always working on myself. Chosen ones are constantly working spiritually on themselves. And this is why we're always different every time they come around us. They have nothing to talk about. That's the crazy thing about these people. They're boring. They're boring. Okay? They're surface based. They don't have nothing to talk about. They're boring. And this is why they're so fascinated by us. And this is why they're so jealous of us. No, we social ones don't need validation at all. Exactly, Joshua. Nope, they don't have the depth. They don't. They really don't. It's like the friends become enemies. Yes. I tell you, I do a countdown. I always know it. I be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it goes. I can feel it. They start off very slow. They start to compare themselves to us. You'll say something and it starts out very small. I can say, hey, I'm drinking Moscato. They'll say, well, I'm drinking Cabernet and I paid $100 for the bottle. And I'll say, well, I just paid $2 for this. It'll start something small like that, guys. You can feel it's like you can feel the energy shift. You're like, up, there it goes. There goes another one. And it's almost like I can see it ahead of time. I can hang out with somebody and be like, nope, they're not strong enough. They get around me, they're going to hate me. And I'm always right. Sometimes I just test people just to see. And they fail every time. Because you got to understand, a lot of chosen ones, we're alone. A lot of us aren't married. We don't have children. Do you know how fucking powerful that is? Excuse my language. Do you know how powerful that is? When I'm by myself on vacation, I was in Miami by myself, right? I was at a restaurant called, damn, what's that restaurant called? I forgot. It's one of those Atlanta housewife dudes. He has a restaurant in Miami. Food is amazing. Great place. I'm sitting in this restaurant. It's like a black excellence type of restaurant. And I'm eating by myself. And there was these 4 women to my right. And they're like, is there something wrong with you? And I said, excuse you? What are you talking about? They're like, you're such a pretty girl. Why are you alone? I said, I'm not alone. I'm with myself. Got up from her table with her friends and sat with me. This is what happens. People are fascinated by you, chosen one, because we be by ourselves. Even the chosen ones who do have family, you're technically alone. You stand out. I'm telling you, you stand out. They're impressed by us. And I'm not saying this, people say, oh, chosen ones are narcissistic. No, it's not. We're not narcissistic. I say this because I want you to know, as a chosen one, you don't need validation. You don't need nobody to sustain you or anything like that. You don't. You can rock by yourself because you got 1,000 angels behind you. You got God behind you. You're never alone. That was something that God had to teach me. I'm somebody who lost her family very young. I was 23. Both my parents were gone. I'm the youngest child. Everybody died out. I don't know my family. The Cuban side, I don't know. They're half of them are dead. The Native American side, they're dead. I don't know. I never met them. I've never been to a family reunion, guys. That'll let you know how I don't know my family. They're either dead or I don't know them. That's chosen one stuff. We're really in this alone physically, but spiritually, we're not alone. But this is the reason why they're wowed by you, because they're not alone and they're like, yo, what the hell? Candy Lady Gang restaurant, I think. No, that one's in Atlanta. I was in Miami. I think it's called Miami One. Oh, One Bar, Miami. Let me look this up because the food is so good. I had the seafood lasagna, guys. It was $50, but it was worth every dollar. Bar One, that's what it's called. If you're ever in Miami, go to Bar One. Yep, Bar One in Miami. Um, I forgot what the guy name. It's the black guy. Um, It's the black guy with the beard, with the gray beard. What the hell is his name? Peter. I think that's what his name is. Peter. He used to date that model actress lady. But yes, their food is amazing. If you're ever in, yes, Peter. I don't know his last name. I'm just looking at him now on online. But their food is so good. It's right near the water. Peter Thomas. There you go. It's right near the water. It's called Bar One Miami Beach. If you're ever in Miami, go there. They got hookah. They got a full bar. Their food is amazing. I mean, black excellence. It's a little pricey, but it's worth every dollar. All right, let me see. They start talking in subliminal messages. They start distancing themselves to so-called punish. Yeah. Ain't it funny when they try to punish you by not calling you or texting you? See, people, they don't understand they're going to lose with me because I know how to be by myself, and they try to control you. They try to control you guys. Last weekend, this friend, she's on her way out the door, okay? Because I'm sick of her projections. I ain't even gonna call her friend. She's an associate, acquaintance. So you gotta be, that's what I want to tell y'all chosen ones. Be careful when people are trying to spend money on you. Please stop taking money and gifts from everybody. Don't be taking money and gifts from everybody, guys. I'm telling you, these people try to control you because you know why? Especially when they know you're on your way out the door, chosen one. You're the valuable one in the friendship and they know it. You're the valuable one in the relationship. And these low vibrational people will try to spend money on you to keep you. You know why? Because money is all they got. Money is all they have. They don't have the emotional intelligence. They don't have the personality. They don't have substance. They don't have conversation. They don't have anything. They know that they can't keep you. They know they can't keep the chosen one. So towards when they feel the energy shift and they know you're about to run out on them, that's when all of a sudden they start buying you gifts. They want to pay for dinner. You like, I got money. Why are you trying to pay for me? What's going on here? Watch out for that. And if you do, take it and get the hell up out of there. Leave their ass anyway. These people will try to buy the chosen ones just to keep you around. I'm telling you, I had a narc psychologist friend who was trying to spend money on me, trying to be nice to me, trying to keep me around. And you'll even be confused because you'll be like, what are they getting from me? They're getting your spiritual energy. They want to watch you. They're fascinated by you. I'm telling you, chosen one, you're fascinating to them. I'm telling you, high vibrational person, they are fascinated about you. But we don't think like that about ourselves. We don't think like that. I'm telling you, you hit it on the target, Angelique. Love bombing. Exactly. I'm telling you, these people, this girl. So first of all, I went out to dinner with this chick, right? And let me tell you, they think they're slick. So they'll try to make it seem like they spending money on you. They're not really, no. So the first time me and this chick go out, we go to a Mexican spot, right? Not the first time, but this was like a couple of weeks ago. We go to a Mexican restaurant, and because I had weight loss surgery, I don't eat like I used to. Like I'll order something and I eat off that meal for like 2-3 days, right? So I ordered some fajitas and a small drink. I don't drink like I used to. I just can't handle it anymore. She orders an appetizer, she entree, dessert. She orders what else she orders? Entree, appetizer, big ass margarita and a dessert, right? So when the bill comes, I have my money to pay for my food, which was like maybe only $30 because I have some fajitas and one margarita. Oh no, I got you. I'll pay for it. Don't worry, I got you. I'm like, you sure? So I paid for the tip. So I was in my head like, why is she doing that? These people feel when you got one foot out the door. They know when you're done with their asses. They feel the energy shift. They know that. But they want to keep you around because they need somebody to watch. They need someone to mimic because They're low vibrational, they're boring, they're lame, they're spiritual lames. This is what they keep the chosen one around. And you'll be so confused because these people got more money than you. This girl makes way more money than me. I'm the brokest I've been in years, okay? This girl makes way more money than me. She has both her parents. She got about a couple of men's in them, okay? She's good. She has access to a car. She can drive whenever she wants to, don't gotta pay for it. But that's just how these people are. They will have more than you and still want to pay for you to be around because they spiritual losers. So she hits me up because she knew my fast was coming up. So she said, hey, let's go out. I said, listen, I can't go out this weekend because I don't have it. And I think by then I knew the funeral was coming up for my homeboy. So she said, oh, don't worry, I got you. I'll pay for your meal. These people will try to make it seem like they're doing so much for you, but they're really not. They really are doing the bare minimum. They're doing the basic just to keep you around. Especially narcs. Narcs want to pay the bare minimum to keep you around, right? So she chooses this Thai restaurant, right? It's like a Thai Indian restaurant. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. So I say to her, we usually look at the menu before we go, the day before we look at the menu, right? So we get to I text her and say, hey, I think I'm gonna do the red snapper. But I told her, you can put this meal on your credit card and I'll pay you when I get, more money or whatever later on in the month. She said, okay, no problem, no problem. So then she texts me, the snapper I wanted was $38. Guys, to me, $38 for a meal is not much. Okay, that might be a lot for some people, but it's not a lot for me, right? So she texts me and says, $38 for a red snapper, that better come with some gold. But this is how people are. So when we're hanging out, and she orders whatever she wants, is fine. But whenever it's time for me to order something, I can't have it. You get it? Even though I was telling her I was going to pay her back. This is how they treat you guys. They are frauds. They're fakes. They want to make it seem like they're doing something for you when they're really not. They're really not. So when we got to the restaurant, I had borrowed exactly fresh red snapper. First of all, for my birthday, I had what was it? It was sea bass, and that was $50. Fresh seafood is about that. And honestly, if you go somewhere else, it'll be $100. $38 for red snapper, and it comes with sides. That's not expensive. That's not expensive at all. But this is what they do. They play that game. So you know what I did? My ex ended up giving me some money. I slid that money across that table. You should have saw her face, guys. When I slid that money across the table, I said, here you go. Here's for my meal. She was like, where you get that money from? They don't want the chosen one to have anything. They think the chosen one need them. They trying to make it seem like you need them. When she saw that money slide across the table, she was like, where you get this money from? I said, don't ask me where I got the money from. That's for my meal. Thank you. And you know what she did? She felt so stupid, guys. She ordered an appetizer. I said, you call me out my house to go out to dinner with you. You're going to order an appetizer and a ginger ale? She felt dumb, guys, because they try to make it seem like you need them. So when she saw that I gave her the money for my meal and she didn't have to pay for my meal, she felt like a dumb idiot. I'm telling you. Yes, exactly. They try to take over your order. Yes, I had a narcissist a couple of weeks ago invite me out, and when I got to the restaurant, she ordered my drink. I said, "Whose drink is this?" She was like, "Oh, that's your drink." I said, "I never told you I wanted that as my drink." They're controlling you. I've never in my life. And this same girl that was trying to tell me I couldn't get a $38 snapper for her birthday. This was last year, because this year I didn't do shit for her birthday because I saw her for who she was. Last year for her birthday, I took her to an Italian restaurant and the bill was $150. I said, order whatever you want, darling. I never said, well, I paid $150 for you to go out, but this is how they are. They don't want to give you anything, guys. They want to give you low quality. But when it's them, they can order whatever they want. They can buy whatever they want. They want to buy Louis Vuitton and they want to buy Gucci, but when it comes to you, they want to buy you 99-cent store. That's when you know they fake. They in their head, like, oh no, I'm just here to steal your identity. I'm just here to copy you. Oh, I'm not really here to spend money on you. I'm not really here to treat you and be nice to you. I'm trying to get this energy for the low. That's what that's about. These people are crazy, guys. These people are crazy. Now, what they saying? They are like vampires on True Blood. Yep, we are the fairies, the light workers, like Suki. Yep. Oh, well, I haven't seen that in years. It's funny how these shows are telling you how they are. Yep. They literally want to drain you of all your blood. This girl freaking out that I'm on this fast. Every time I go on a fast, it's like she's freaking out. She'll text me, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. Are you okay? I told you I'm on a fast. I told you I'm to myself. They can't. You on social media, they can't watch you. They don't know what's going on with you. They freak out. They have to see what's going on with you guys. I stopped doing stuff for their birthdays too. Yep, they love to be celebrated. They have to have your light. That's the thing, guys. This same girl this year, she had nobody. Her family didn't take her out. The 3 men that she's sleeping with didn't take her out. She called me the chosen one on her birthday. How you call me on your birthday? She had no friends, no plans, no nothing. Hey girl, can you come out with me for dinner? I'll pay for it. But when it was my birthday, she was like, oh, who's coming to your birthday dinner? Like, are you sure people gonna show up? They project what happens to them. She had no one to take her out for her birthday. The 3 men that she slept with didn't even take her out. They didn't give her no birthday gift, no nothing. Her mother, her father didn't take her out for her birthday. Nobody, none of her other friends took her out. Her best friend didn't fly into town to be with her for her birthday. She had to call me on her birthday to take her out. This is what happens, chosen one. This is why they hate you, because honestly, they really need us. They need us. And they pick you because chosen ones always make people feel good. They always make, even though she paid for her own birthday dinner, I went and got her a cake, and I had the people at the restaurant sing happy birthday to her. She wouldn't get that. They use us for energy, guys. She wouldn't have gotten that from her family and her friends. She wouldn't have gotten that from the men that she's sleeping with. That's why she called me. They use us. They need to energy vamp. What if you buy something from a narc? I bought property from a narc family member. I tried to resell it. This family member took the sign down. Now starting trouble. I regret it. Oh, shoot. You'll be able to sell the property, but just cleanse the property. Go through the property. I had a situation like that where we were trying to sell a property. My grandmother was a narc. There was different spirits. Her narc granddaughter lived in it too. And I really went in the apartment and had to cleanse it. Just stay positive. If you're really trying to sell it, you're trying to get rid of it, cleanse it. Use some sage, use some Palo Santo, pray, ask God to cleanse it, that the sale goes through. Basically, you just got to cleanse it. If you don't know what you're doing, find somebody who's more spiritual than you and get them to go through the property and cleanse the property pretty much, and put your affirmations out there, and write down what you want to see come from that sale. Okay, so a lot of people don't believe in that, but I believe in that. Like, whatever I want, I speak it. Just like the other day with the funeral, I did not know that y'all were going to give me that money for that funeral to go. I didn't know that. I just said, I'm going to ask YouTube and they're going to give me the money and I'm going to get to that funeral. And that's exactly what happened. You literally have to speak it into existence, basically. But narcs are chumps. Don't be scared of narcs. They're demons, but they're chumps. They're such weak demons. The vampires even told Suki she tasted different. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, man. Her powers cause them to walk in the daytime. Yep, chosen ones, we are that powerful. I love that. That is so true. Yep. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't be scared of narcs. Narcs are just, I have fun with them now. I really do. When you really sit down and deal with narcs, don't be scared of them. Like, I love talking to narcs now. I like messing with them. Like that lady, I was all up in her. Like my friend's girlfriend, I was so close to her because I knew that my energy scared her. She was just like, she kept like going like this. She was at guard. I kept staring out in her face and stuff, kept getting close to her. Like, I want to make your demons uncomfortable in my freaking presence. Don't be scared of narcs. Narcs are not scary. Yes, there's some narcs who are very abusive because most narcs carry multiple demons on them. So yes, there's some narcs you don't want to F with because they're very abusive. Like the violent ones, the ones that hit people, that try to kill people, that's because they have multiple demons on them. But the average narc, don't be scared of them, guys. You can cleanse the property and it can be sold. Cleansing the energy off of property is real. I went through the serious amounts of Palo Santo and they work wonders. Exactly. Yep. And I went on a property. There was a spirit in this apartment, the one that the cousin, she stole the money from me or whatever, when she sold the property. There was a spirit in the house, but it wasn't a negative spirit. It's just that it belonged. It felt like it owned the apartment because it was like a co-op apartment. And I opened up the window and I told that spirit, look, you're gone. You don't belong here. You have to move on. And it left. It was a masculine, a male, an older guy. He was still there. I think it was the guy that left the property to my grandmother in his will. It was like her boyfriend, she said. And he was still in the property and that's why it wouldn't sell. I swear to you guys, I'm not lying. About 2 weeks after I cleansed that apartment, it sold. It sold. So that's really what it is. I ain't pooping over here. That's my cranky old chair. Okay. But yeah, once you cleanse it, you should be able to sell it. And whatever you believe in, it can happen. I'm telling you. So don't worry about it. It's gonna get sold. Sometimes it just takes a couple of months. That's all. Let's see. Y'all can put some money on the chat, guys, or y'all can send it to my Cash App. $ the light 777. I've been talking for 2 hours. Y'all can pay for my lunch tomorrow. Are you a water sign, Angelique? Nope. I am a water sign moon. I'm a Leo sun, Scorpio moon, and Capricorn rising. But I noticed that as I'm getting older, I am more like a Scorpio moon. I'm more into my Scorpio moon. I feel like I show more Scorpio traits now that I'm older than I show Leo traits. Like, people never think I'm a Leo. They never can really figure out my sign because I think I live more into my Scorpio. Like, I'm more secretive like Scorpios. I'm more mysterious like Scorpios now. And as for my Capricorn, I'm not really in tune with my rising sign that much. I think the only thing about Capricorn, I think that when people meet me, because Capricorn, your rising sign represents what people think about you when they first meet you. The only thing about me, I feel people sense is that they think I have money. Because Capricorns are hard workers and they come off like they have money or they're like a boss and stuff like that. So I think I give off that boss energy like a Capricorn. And people always assume that I'm rich or I have money, and that's not the case at all. Not right now in my life. I'm rich, but I don't have the money yet. I need to get this shirt that says rich and unemployed. I'm sorry, guys. I missed a couple of your things y'all was saying. Let's see. They do use us. Yes, people gonna energy vamp off of chosen ones, and y'all never see it coming, but I'm telling you, they do. They know when we are not there. I had to catch on to these evil people. We were manifesting power from me. Chosen ones have a big, big energy. Yup. Big, big DICK energy. Angelique is a Gemini thing. No way. Heck no. Sorry, Geminis. Nah. And it's crazy because the girl was just talking about she's a Gemini. Let me tell you something. I attract a lot of Geminis. And okay, so when I attract a lot of toxic Geminis. And my problem with toxic Geminis is they project. Oh, yes. And the woman, the narcissistic woman that my friend is dating, she's a Gemini. So toxic Geminis, they're gonna say the most outlandish thing to get a reaction from you. And I mean, Geminis do that, period, because I think Geminis, they're the communicators, they're good with music, they're good with conversation. Most of them are intelligent people. Think about like Lauryn Hill or Biggie, very witty, very smart, Tupac, Kanye, but a lot of times these dark-sided Geminis or narc Geminis, they're just saying shit to get a reaction from you. But yeah, no, I ain't no Gemini, and I don't want to come back in another life as a Gemini. No, thank you. I was born a Leo Virgo cusp. I think she's a Leo. Yes, I am a Leo. Can't you tell I'm a Leo? Like, look at my hair. My hair is always wild and big. Leos, we love. Look at my big eyebrows. Like, look at me. I look like a lioness. Like, I have on yellow. I'm the sun, like, look at my name, the light. Come on now. That's so Leo. Oh man. This family member claimed to be Christian is over the church. Treat others good. Most my family are in the church. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, I grew up in the church too, and I know like these Christians are the worst. Okay. I grew up with a very demonic, narcissistic man who was in the church. He was the first elder and he was sleeping with these women in the church. This narc used to bring the women to our house that he was sleeping with. Okay. He would tell my mother, oh, she doesn't have anywhere to eat for lunch after church. Can her and her child come over? And this man is screwing this woman and having her come to our house and eating the food my mother cooked. Narcs are disgusting. They will bring their wife, their man, whoever, their husband around you. Okay? This one narc dude, I used to perform my poetry, right? One night, something told me don't go to the poetry club, and I used to go every Tuesday. Something in my spirit said don't go tonight, and I didn't go. Do you know this guy brung his girlfriend to the poetry club that I perform at every Tuesday because he wanted his girlfriend to listen to me do poetry, and I was the girl that he was trying to run after. These guys are sick. And narc women, they're sick in the head. It's like they get off on it. They will have their side chick or their side man meet you, talk to you, chill with you, and they just screwed them a few minutes ago. They're disgusting. Capricorn risings are late bloomers. Is this a tarot card channel? No, I'm sorry. Wake up. It's not a tarot card channel. I do chosen one videos. I have narcissistic awareness videos on here. How can I talk to someone? How can I talk to someone without having to pay money? Not on this channel. I'm sorry, not on my channel. Mm-mm. My phone sessions is $20 for 30 minutes and $35 for 1 hour. There are plenty of free light workers on YouTube, but I'm not one of them. I've been on YouTube for 6 years. I paid enough dues. I gotta get paid. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, no, this is not a tarot card. Wake up. I'm sorry, not a tarot card channel. It's a spiritual channel, but it's not a tarot card channel. What do you think of Virgos? Uh-oh. I'm gonna be real with you. I am bye Alicia. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a good night, love. Um Virgos. I used to hate Virgo men. I never hated Virgo women. I used to hate Virgo men. My Venus, which rules love, is in Virgo. Um Virgo men. Hey hi Cinnamon, Sunshine. He kidnapped me. Girl, what are you talking about? Married to a narc? Oh, ex Jehovah. Um, you're a Virgo. Yeah, so I used to hate Virgo men. Like I keep it real with you. I'm a Leo, so I used to hate Virgo men, and I found out my Venus was in Virgo. I hated Virgo men as a Leo because it was constant criticism. And I don't like that kind of relationship. My first love, the person that took my virginity at 19, he was a Virgo. So my first love was a Virgo. I dated another guy in my 20s who was a Virgo, and he shattered me into pieces. And 6 months after we broke up, he married another woman. And then in 2020 to 2021, I dated another Virgo. We're very good friends. And I don't hate him. Like, we're mad cool. I'm actually gonna see him this week. But I don't ever see us getting married. So I hated Virgo men because I don't like that constant criticism. And a lot of times, some Virgos, their life can be shambles, but they're trying to fix people. And it's like, okay, I would take your advice if your life was together. And that's what happened with this last guy. It was like he was trying to fix me or make it seem like I was this person that needed fixing. But then, like, I went in his car and his car it looked like a hoarder situation. I got to his house and it was a hoarder situation. So it was like, oh, wow, you have so much cleaning up to do. Literally, you have a lot of flaws and you're trying to fix me when you really need to fix yourself. So I think sometimes the more effed up the Virgo is, the more critical they are. But if a Virgo is like their life is together, they're not as critical. Get it? Like they'll help you and they can better you, or they will try to help you. But I think the best thing for Virgos to do is to ask first. Say, hey, do you want my advice on this? I think I have an idea of something that you can do better. I think they need to ask first instead of assuming that person even wants their help. You get it? But I find Virgo women more fun. I feel like the Virgo men have more feminine energy, and then the Virgo women have more masculine energy. And that's not an insult, but that's just something I find. Virgo men. Virgo men are mostly awful. Virgo women are like the mothers in the most friendships. I tend to attract like the Virgo women who are like highly sexual. Who there's a lot of them end up being single mothers because they're so sexual. They kind of get caught up being a single mom. They're hard workers. They usually dress really fly. They like to stay young and party. So those are the kind of Virgo women I tend to attract. I've never been like around a Virgo woman who was like very like studious and like stuck up or like, just very like conservative I've never met a conservative Virgo female, never. I always attract like the party girl type, the single mom type, the very highly sexual type of Virgo woman. Fashionable, outgoing, fun to be around. But then I tend to attract the Virgo men who they want to see me as a project. And it's like, bruh, do you know who you're dating? I ain't no project. I'm probably going to help you more. And they end up losing attraction towards me because I'm not a fixer-upper. I know how to fix myself. I'm a Virgo too. We are very critical of ourselves. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I fell in love with an August Virgo when I was 19. He had Michael Jackson's birthday, the 28th, I believe. But the other two Virgos I dated, they were September 11th and September 20th. Yeah. But they were all the same. They were all the same basically, but they shattered me. Oh my gosh. But I guess I had like an ego death, but this last Virgo, I said to him, here's the challenge. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to, instead of criticizing me for the whole day, I'm going to challenge you to compliment me. He couldn't do it, guys. He couldn't do it. He couldn't even make it an hour. He couldn't. He'll be like, all right, let's say if like him and I are like hanging out, he'll be like, oh, your hair is kind of bushy. Or like, this eyebrow is a little bit like lower than that eyebrow. Like, what are you getting out of that? Can you imagine? Like, I can't do it, guys. But as soon as I project on him or like I turn it around on him, he's like, he goes crazy and I'll just start laughing. So I'm sorry, guys. Most Virgos, they can't take what they dish. They can't take it. He goes insane, guys. He freaks out and I'll be like, I'll just have like a little evil smile and laugh because he can't handle it. He can sit there and criticize me the whole night. But as soon as I like throw it back on him, like, oh, your sneakers look a little dusty today. What? They're dusty? No, they're not. No, they're not. He can't handle it. It's freaking hilarious. Yeah. But I'll say this. He's a Virgo man. He's such a protector. Oh my gosh. He protects me like he's such a protector. He's such a provider, like a positive, a light Virgo, not like a dark-sided Virgo. They will provide. Like, I know if I marry this man tomorrow, I would be good. I ain't gotta pay no bills, no nothing. Like, this man get mad if I take my debit card out. He be looking at me like, put your money away. He hates that. So that's one thing I would give to him. Awesome provider. Get with a light-sided Virgo. He may be dissing you all day, but he gonna provide and protect for you. He really is. He really is. But I think he got women too. I think he got a couple of women out there though. They know how to juggle women. I give him that. They do know how to juggle women and men. But he always protects me and provides for me. I think August Virgo women are different from the September ones. That makes sense. That has been my experience. I don't think I know any Virgo women from August. I don't. Every Virgo woman I know is from September. September Virgos seem to be controlling. All the Virgos that I meet are controlling. But that makes sense. Exactly. I met men like that met men like that finding something wrong. Yeah. It's very I always attracted dark energies, narc obviously, but now I love myself. Yeah, Virgos also will attract narcs as well. I agree. Somebody said cancers. What I think about cancers, and then I'll probably get off in a little bit. Cancers. I would say Cancer women are more difficult. Um, Cancer women, they're okay. So between the Cancer man and the Cancer woman, so the man is not very dominant. Cancer women are dominant. So when you see like a Cancer woman in a marriage, she's running the show. Okay, she knows how to get that bread. She knows how to get that money. She's a go-getter. She's a hustler. She will scam, she will con to get that money. She will make her husband look like he's in the forefront, or her partner in the forefront, but she's really running the show behind the scenes. She's the one that is making sure everything is paid in the house and everything is organized. They're very good at business. My grandmother was a Cancer, the narcissistic grandmother. She was a Cancer. She was the matriarch. She was the one who had all the money, can be very controlling. But they like to place their emotions on people. So it's like if she was having a bad day, everybody had to have a bad day. That's something I don't like about Cancers. It's like, get out of here. You got a bad day, go over there and you be funky with your bad day by yourself. So that's something I don't like. But they have to learn how to use their power. Learn how to use your power when it comes to being a Cancer. The feeling. So that means if you can feel so much for yourself, then you can feel much for others. But learn to control that. Use it as a power instead of because you're feeling negative, you want to place it on everybody else. So that's something I don't like about Cancers. Cancer men, if they're heterosexual, they need women. So it's like they go from their mama house to their woman house. It's like I feel like most Cancer men should have a period where where they're learning their masculinity. Because Cancer is moon is feminine energy. So that man needs to learn how to tap into his masculine energy. So a lot of Cancer men, no matter how thuggish or rough or masculine they may appear, inside their core is very feminine. So they have a lot of feminine energy and they need to learn a balance of it and how to become a man and how to become a leader and how to become powerful. But I like how they're so in tune with their emotions that you're gonna get like lovemaking from Cancer men. That's why women, I think, fall for them. So they lack in that masculinity, but they're gonna be like, baby, you good? They know how to talk to you, they know how to make love to you, they know how to be in tune with your feminine side and ask you if you're okay and give you advice and stuff like that, but they lack in the masculinity department. Yes, they'll pay bills and stuff like that, but they'll pay bills with an iron fist. They're cheap as hell. Cancer men are cheap. Virgos are players. Yup, Virgos be having women. I already know this guy, that last guy I dated. I know he had a couple of us. I know it. I feel it. Virgos are players until they find the right one to tie them down. Girl, I ain't trying to tie that man down. He can go be with whoever. I don't care no more. I don't even care. I don't care, man. I'm done. I'm up here eating some plantain chips. I ain't tying no Virgo man down. Did you donate 555? You gotta donate $5. Virgo love is real. Virgo love is deep. I'll give it that. It is deep. Let me see. I've had bad experiences with Virgo women. They always been mean to me. I'm an Aries. What? An Aries? Letting the Virgo be mean to them? I don't know. Cause y'all Aries, y'all be so mean for no reason. When Aries is mean to me, I'm a Leo, I'm a fire sign too. I give them the meanness back and they calm down. I like Aries men, but Aries men are mean as shit. Ashley said the guy that I had the dream about with deceased people had killed 3 people. Oh my God. The point is that narcs harbor demons and spirits. If you sleep with them, sometimes you can pick. Girl. Yes, guys. Yes. Please be careful who you sleep with too, chosen one, because that's another thing. Satan, some people don't believe in Satan, but Satan or dark spirits or whatever you want to consider it as, I'll say dark spirits because it's not just Satan, because it's a whole team of them. If there's light angels, there's dark angels too, right? So when you sleep with people, you people have soul contracts on you. So think about it. It goes like this. Let's say this. Oh, there goes Angelique. Angelique has to save 30 souls before she leaves planet Earth. So if we can send in these dark angels to throw her off, and you know dark angels can be them fine men that I like with the locks. The brown-skinned men who's at least 6 feet with the locks. We're going to send a fine brother. We're going to send in her type to throw her off. We're going to try to get her pregnant, or we're going to try to make her fall in love with this demon. This happens, guys. So as a chosen one, you got to be very careful who you date, who you sleep with. And once a person sleeps with you, they can control a lot of you. That's why sex is very powerful. Sex is spiritual. It's not physical. It's a spiritual that you act out physically. It's a spiritual act, okay? You can sleep with a person one time and your whole life will transform. Why you think you hear those people when they go and they sleep with people who are rich? They sleep with you to gain power, guys. You're rich, even if you're a chosen one who don't have money. There's people who will try to sleep with me just to like manifest. You know how many people they'll go and marry a woman and then try to call me or find me on social media and talk to me and try to take my light and then run back to their wife or run back to their girlfriend. This happens, guys. I'm telling you, these people are crazy. These people are manifesting with your energy and your light. That's how crazy it is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hungry. Let's see. Me too. I'm very loyal, but in my 20s, I was writing these dudes that think that they were playing me off, playing you off. Maybe that's the Leo Club side of me. Virgo's love is real, low vibrational Virgo. That's true. Yes, yes, yes. You inherit the demons from the Narc women. Cancers are hard on the outside and soft on the inside. Very true. I was speaking from the Virgo woman side earlier. I know you ain't worried about tying him down. Sure not. Nope. Is it your body? Wait, it is your body. Is your body a temple? Be very careful. Yes. It's true. Yep. Do you know how many people, guys, let me tell you something. You even got to be careful with your female friends, your woman, your female friends, or even your male friends. And as a man, your male friends and your female friends. These people will try to sleep with you. You thinking that that's your homeboy. And even if you're not gay, who says you want to sleep with your male friend? You know how many female friends I had try to sleep with me, guys? These people are sick. Anything to get the aura off of you. These people be like, ooh, I want the chosen one. Disgusting. Look at that. Just what I'm talking about, some nasty, just what I'm talking about people trying to sleep with us. We got some nasty ass person in here trying to write some porn stuff in here. These people are crazy, guys. These people are crazy. But yeah, your own friends will try to sleep with you, guys. Please be careful. You thinking y'all cool, and your homegirl, you know, you hanging out with your homegirl, you get undressed in front of them. This girl trying to look at my behind, guys, and I'm looking at her like, what is she doing? And you could see, or she, oh yeah, you looking like a snack girl and this and that. You gotta be very careful. Some of these female friends, they want you. They want you. Fellas, your homeboy wants you. And you don't, this is how sick it is for the chosen ones. You know how many female friends I've walked in and they undressing and seductively touching them. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And you could just see the spirit in their eye. The spirit in their eye. You can see it. It's crazy. I'm sorry, I'm eating my plantain chips. I'm a little hungry. I've had an ex-friend like that. She was a Cancer, female. I felt sexual vibes from her. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's your light and your clean aura that they want to suck out of you. Literally want to suck out of you, right? I'm telling you, I've been on vacation with girls. Just this year, it happened to me, guys. I'm telling you, I just don't be telling you everything. I was in Panama with this chick. I have not talked to her since we left Panama. I went to Panama back in March. This girl, y'all laughing. I'm dead ass serious. This girl, you know, you in the hotel room together. She got her own bed. I got my own bed, but we were getting ready to go out. And I'm putting my panties on, but I had like a moo hanging, so she couldn't see, you know, my goods. She couldn't see my boobs and my lady down there, whatever. So I'm just pulling my panties on. She up there trying to see my butt, guys. Disgusting. Gross. After that, I said, nope, I'm getting dressed in a bathroom. And the crazy thing, our hotel shower was like, you can see from the other side, from the bedroom into the shower. Man, I cut that steam on so she couldn't see me in the shower. I said, the girl could be popping off to me while I'm in the shower. These people are nasty. These people your friends are filled with so much disgusting the perversion spirit. Especially if they're narcissistic. Same thing happened to me again on my birthday last year. Hotel room, invite my homegirl back to me. She said, now, oh, you know I'm bisexual. I said, I don't care if you're bisexual. Why are you telling me this? And I like to wait until you're twisted. You know, you had a couple of drinks in you. No, even when I'm tipsy, I'm not gay. These people think they're slick. If they could just sleep with the chosen one, they can suck your light. They want that. They want to do that. It's disgusting, guys. These people are perverted. There's been men who watch me grow up. There's been men who watch me grow up since I was a child, watch me play ball in the backyard at their house. So my, oh, I want you. You have to understand this light is very beautiful to people that they in their mind I think is sexual. It's disgusting. So be very careful who you change in front of. Don't be, you know, one thing I don't do? I don't pillow talk. When friends be like, oh, so how was it with him? It was all right. I don't tell people what I like sexually. I don't be talking to my friend. Nope. Because you could be talking and me sitting there writing notes. She like it like that? Good. I'm going to do that to her then. These people are disgusting chosen ones. I'm telling you. Most of my used to be narcissist female friends were very masculine. Yep, they are. Narcissistic women, they're just a man in a skirt, literally. They made me feel like nobody was good enough because they want you. Exactly. All narcs are bisexual. The men are bisexual, the women are bisexual because they look at people as supply. So if they were ever in a situation to where you will think he's so fine, he's so masculine, I don't care what he did to you in the bedroom, that man will sleep with another man. I'm letting you know that now. That female friend that is guy crazy, she will screw you in a hot second. A hot second. These people are sick. They want your light. They want your light. They have to get next to you, chosen one. And the fastest way into the chosen one spirit or anyone who's high vibrational is through sex. Why do you think you're mostly harmed in your childhood? When you're a child, what do they do to you? They touch you. They do all these things to you. They tarnish you. They break your spirit. Sex is powerful. That's why, I'm not a Bible believer like that, but when they said wait for marriage, there's a reason for that. I believe it. Oh, yes. It was, what? I was so, this happened to me twice, guys. And one girl in Miami got naked. It was terrible, guys. It's disgusting. I'm not into women. I think women are so beautiful, but I look at my female friends as like sisters. Okay, this is not like Sonale thing or Nia Long coming after me. Okay, maybe I'll be gay for them. I don't know. Probably not, but I just think those women are very beautiful. But ew, a friend that I look at as a sister, ew, get out of here. Are you serious? These people will be, they never view you like that, guys. That's also show you how could somebody who you will call you a sister, oh, you my sister girl, my sister in Christ, and then try to sleep with you. These people are disgusting. The craziest one, I had a female pastor try to sleep with me, guys. That was the worst. That was crazy. A female pastor. These people see your light and it's so attractive. Please be careful. Don't be getting undressed in front of your homegirls or your homeboys. Fellas, don't be telling your boys, yeah, this is what I did to her or this is what I did to him. Don't tell them. You're going to wake up with them touching you. I'm telling you. Be careful. Mystic is laughing. I'm being for real. I've been in these situations as a chosen one. And every time I tell people, they start laughing. I'm like, it's not funny. One time I hung out with these girls. I used to hang out with a lot of Dominican girls back in the day because everybody used to think I was Dominican. So I used to hang out with these Dominican girls. I went to this club and went back to the girl's apartment. This girl had a skirt on. She had no panties on. The girl opened her legs and was looking at me like that. First of all, it wasn't even sexy. She was looking at me like, and started playing with herself, guys. I said, all right, guys. I told the other two girls, because they didn't see what happened. Their backs were turned. I said, all right, guys. It was like 3 a.m. They said, where you going? Not sleeping over? I said, nope, I gotta go. Homegirl was spread eagle. She was on the floor, guys, and was looking at me like this and was doing what she was doing down there. I said, gotta go. Got to go. People be having sex demons on them. I was out. They tried to walk me to the bus stop. I said, no, that's okay. I'll call you when I get home. I'm fine. I might have got home at 4 a.m. I don't remember. These people are disgusting. I've been around people, their fathers, their mothers come after them. It's just nasty. Don't tell me this never happened to y'all guys, because this has happened to me plenty of times. So chosen ones, I'm telling you, don't be doing those sleepovers and yeah, let's share a hotel. No, that's all right. Pay that extra money, get your own room. I'm telling you, get your own room. Stop, allow y'all walk around naked. Y'all free. Y'all love your body. That's great. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Be careful, chosen ones. Be careful. Yep. A girl that used to date my uncle slept with his nephews and tried to sleep with his girl. Oh my gosh. You gotta understand that a lot of your friends, a lot of your family members, whether they're a narc or not, they're demon filled. They have a lot of spirits on them. I hate that narcissism is known as a legal like mental illness, because it's not. It's a spiritual disorder. These people don't want y'all to know that. A lot of these mental illnesses, they're spiritual disorders. They're not mental illnesses. And when you're around these people, they have multiple demons on them, guys. Multiple demons, okay? How's a personality disorder going to make you molest somebody? How's a personality disorder going to make you just kill someone? How's a personality disorder going to make you do all this sinister stuff? No. No. Mm-mm. I'm not buying it, guys. I'm sorry. These people go far and beyond. That's not just a personality disorder. No. It's deeper than that. But they can't tell you that because they want these people around Earth. They want these people. Why do you think there aren't laws to protect us from people who have severe mental illnesses? They have to literally kill somebody before they lock them up. And I'm not saying that you're supposed to mistreat these people, but a lot of these people who are uncontrollable, they need to be with other people who are just like them. They wait until someone is dead in your family, somebody's dead in your family circle before they actually say, okay, now we'll put them in prison. And then a lot of times they just set them back on the street. These people are possessed. A lot of these people with mental illnesses are possessed. If you're incapable of saying, I want help, you're possessed. I'm sorry to say, you are. When you're refusing to say, I don't want medication, I don't want help, you're possessed. That's why. You can't give a demon a medication. You can't give a demon a pill. They don't want to tell you that though. Go see that movie Smile. I don't know if it's still in the movie theater. A lot of them will say the other person is crazy when it's them. That's true. Yep. So if you're capable of saying, okay, I need help, that means that those demons haven't taken over your body. But when you're out there and you're causing problems and you're trying to harm people, hurt people, kill people, that's a spirit. That's not just a mental illness. Come on now, guys. So, and I know because I live with somebody who has severe mental illness. And I hear the voices, different voices coming out of this person. Come on now. That's spirits. I know I ain't tripping. That's spirits. It's spiritual warfare taking over that person's body. Well, I just watched something about, I forgot, it was around Halloween time, about a woman who was possessed. And in the beginning, she wasn't as bad. And then you know what happens? The more the person doesn't heal themselves, the more the person doesn't take help, more it goes, oh, okay, so they allow this one particular spirit to stay there, more spirit comes and more spirits start to attach to the person. That's why the person advances and they get more demonic and they get more off the wall. You know how like you've seen people and they didn't seem too off, but through the years you're like, what happened to them? Because more spirits come because now their body is open. So they go, oh, the spirits go, oh, they welcomed that person. They didn't get rid of them. So that means that they're okay with this. And more spirits start to attach to these people. Okay. And I know, I believe I had in my 20s, I dealt with a spirit of depression. And at one point I had a sexual spirit on me through people who I was with in my 20s. And I fought those demons off. I did not allow those demons to stay and I got rid of them. I don't have a sexual demon on me anymore. I don't have a demon of depression anymore. I got rid of those spirits. But when you don't do anything about it, you don't get help, you don't fight through when it's that little window of being able to fight through, more spirits will attach to you. Those demons take over these people's body, they become possessed. And the government is lying to you. They're not telling you the truth. Watch the movie Smile. In the movie Smile, that's what it's about. That's why that movie wasn't scary to me. They said it's the best horror film of 2022. That movie is lit. That movie is on point, guys. I'm telling you, on point. She didn't heal the issues from her childhood and the spirit attached to her. And there was people who were in the psych ward, the same thing with them. They didn't heal the things that happened to them, their trauma in their childhood. They let their diagnosis, be untouched, and it just grew and grew, and those spirits, more and more spirits came. And in the movie, the spirit was saying, "You belong to me." Man, I was in the movie theater like, whoa. I'm sorry to tell you, the movie, spoiler alert. The spirit was like, "You belong to me." When she tried to get away from that spirit, there's a, I own you. That's what happens. So when you know something's off, you better fight them spirits off, because it's gonna get worse. They're gonna take over your body. I'm telling you, the spiritual warfare out here, stay prayed up. So true. They get more demonic as time. Yep. Oh, it's called Smile. The movie's called Smile. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the chat. I'm telling you, see that movie. That movie was lit. That movie was lit, guys. It's telling you everything about really what a lot of mental illnesses. It is the spirits controlling. Okay, so let me tell you how that works. So if you're okay, so when somebody molest you, or somebody um beat you up, right? So you've made an attachment with that abuser. That abuser who harmed you had spirits on them, and now they transferred it to you. So that's why a lot of people who were abused or who were molested, they keep going around and they keep doing the same thing, and then that person does the same thing. And that's the reason why those things go on in your family for so long, or your uncles, or your grandfather, or your grandparents, or your mothers, or your grandmothers, your aunt, they all doing the same thing. It's the spirit that just keeps going, and the spirit is a certain mindset, right? So it just keeps going through your generations. If you're chosen one, if you don't stop it, it will keep going. It's not just, oh, it's just a coincidence that all your grandparents did it, or your uncles did it, or your aunts did it. You gotta fight those demons off. If you don't, it will continue. Sometimes it might skip you and go to your kids. You think you fought it off, but it didn't. And you see, oh damn, my son is that way, my daughter's that way, and now your son and your daughter gotta fight off those demons. That's how it works. Bye, Thompson. Have a good night. Have an amazing week. So I'm telling you guys, be careful. Be careful with these spirits. Don't take it lightly. When you find, I'm gonna get off in like 15 minutes. That'll be 3 hours. Lord have mercy. When you find there's something off about you, don't feel ashamed. I'm telling you, fight those spirits off. Seek help if you want to. That's where these people came with the exorcism. You ever notice you don't hear about exorcisms anymore like that? You know why? Because they transferred it. They stopped. Thank you, Ashley. Yes, make sure y'all donate before I get out of here, guys. My Cash App is the light 777. I dropped some gems tonight. Okay, this is why I don't come on here like that, guys. Because people they don't like to donate. They don't like to show love like that. This is my Cash App and my PayPal. And my Zelle. I'm gonna put this here. But yeah, they don't want to tell you that all those exorcisms that happen, they now call them mental illness. They don't want to tell you about all those spirits and all those demons. They call it mental illness now. Where did it go? What happened? Where are the spiritual workers? The spiritual workers, they exist, they're there. But now they call them mental illness, and they're giving people pills. So when they give people medication, all they're doing is sedating the body. but they're not sedating the demon. It just slows the body down. That's all it does. It controls the body, and that's it. When they really need to be extracting the spirit out of them. And you know that because you can see it in people's eyes, guys. You did. That's why they need to donate. It's all right. I'm getting out of here. That's why I don't be coming on here like that. Because people like to just take your light and your information, but they don't like to feed you back, pretty much. But that's really what it is, guys. And I hope I didn't hurt nobody's feelings by exposing the truth tonight. You know, we all battle with something. I've battled with, forms of mental illnesses before as well. And that's why, a lot of times you get chosen as a chosen one. Somebody asked me the other day, does God use disabled people to be a chosen one? Hell yeah. Does God use people who have mental illness to be a chosen one? Yes, definitely. God uses all kind of people. He will use a prostitute. He will use an ex-convict. He will use all kind of people, a disabled person, a person who got multiple baby mamas, baby daddies. Yes, because people are going to listen first to those individuals. People want to feel connected and talk to people who've been through something. I think that is the main reason why people feel connected to me, because I have an interesting life. I have an interesting story to tell. People don't want to talk to people who had a cookie cutter life. They're not going to feel like they relate. And that's the reason why God chooses us. Our life isn't perfect. And God knew that people were going to listen to us. People are going to feel more connected to us because we have a movie like life. We're survivors, we're warriors. So yes, definitely. God uses all kind of people. Definitely. All right, guys, I guess I'll get off because everybody's going to sleep. And I forgot y'all work a 9 to 5. I don't work no 9 to 5. Oh my goodness. Let me see who's in the chat. But yeah, so have a good night, guys. Thank you for rocking with me. I enjoyed this conversation as well. If you want to donate to me or if you want to book a phone session, you can do that. I'll put the information in the comment section on the video after it's loaded. But thank you to everybody also who donated the other day for me to get to the funeral. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are amazing. And I'll probably post another video maybe next week because I'm done. Y'all got a live out of me and y'all got a video out of me the other day. So I'll probably come back next week, guys. Next week, and I'll do probably like another live. All right. Love you guys. Have an amazing week and talk to you soon. Thank you to everybody who donated.